Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, brothers and sisters. This is a practice race. Whoops, and there's me taking a picture. I shouldn't be because I've got my keyboard stuck. This is a practice race for the GT3 league race held in Brno, or Brno, don't know how quite you pronounce it. We are currently in the qualifying session with 4 minutes, just under 5 minutes to go. I apologize, I was a little late getting to the server, but I am here now with overlays running quite nicely. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the stream, to the race. My name is King-Kodiak. I will be your commentator for this practice session. I'm just making sure all my windows are good to go, and I think they are, so let's get on with the job, shall we? Oh no, beg your pardon, no, they're not quite right, so let's just do that. Move you over, and we should be good to go. Now, okay then, we have got a mighty 28 cars currently in the server, and P. Gronster seems to be bouncing around for some reason on the spot. Maybe he's just excited to go. Switching up to the top scan, we have Ycoms in the pit garage. That is the Bentley in the garage, currently in pole position with a 157.336. We have Papand 157.419 in second in the roof. Apologies for the fact that it's jumping around like a mad thing. Hopefully that will settle down as time goes on. Oh, it's Hideaki in the BMW Z4 in third position with a 158.088. Now, unfortunately, I'm not too familiar with this circuit by looks alone, so I will be referring to the map, which is, of course, here. So he is just coming around turn 8 and heading down to the turn 9-10 chicane and just getting out of someone's way and jumps into the pits. El Nano in the McLaren 158.128, currently holding 4th spot. E. Claessens also in the Z4 for this race, holding 5th place. Tipple 6th position. Now that's interesting. Aha! Klavutsky has just jumped up to 3rd place. Let's just see what he is in. Klavutsky is in the Z4 as well. So he's just demoted. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, there we go. The overlay is working correctly. The overlay in the game, we're pointing in 2 different places. Neptune just spotted there, rising a couple of places to 21st. So E. Claessens, Z4. Dangerous Ginetta, holding his beloved Ginetta in 7th place with a 158.451. 2 minutes left of this qualifier session to go. We have Tipple here in the roof with a 158.575. Rygor in the roof, 158.603 in 9th place. Esteban Viso in his lovely coloured McLaren, 158.622 in 10th place. Blue Rat in the roof, 158.631 in 11th. The Wizard of Noz. You can see quite a few people have decided, as P. Gronsters, he clearly listening to some awesome music as he's bouncing around there, raring to go in this session. Now I'm listed in 25th position, so I've got people that will be starting behind me. We are going to be doing the rolling start, as is typical of the GT3 Season 5. If you've seen any of my commentary or any commentary of the Elite series from Yorkie and Fizzy, you will have seen this rolling start procedure have already taken place. I'm just going to check something with one of my windows now. Marvellous, that is all ready to go. So we're just looking at the Wizard of Noz, which is actually looking at Pete Ronstrode, bouncing away, listening to his music. Wonder if he's going to be doing that around the circuit as well. AJ in the roof, 13th position, 158.998. Groby 0815 in. Is that the McLaren or the Chevrolet he's in? He's in the McLaren. Andrex UK, that's an Aston Martin here. Oh no, it's the M3. I beg your pardon, it's the M3 he's in, 159.580. Mr. Alcon, McLaren, 159.592. Enzo in 17th. He is in an Aston. 1:59.802 in 17th place as we've got the last 10 seconds to go. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have a chance to go down the list to see who is in what, but I will get that idea as the race goes on. So what we're going to do, unlike my previous commentaries, I won't be jumping straight to the pit box. I will be holding station, or I'll be getting out of the way of those coming past, and I'm just going to stay on ghost car duty. So I'm going to go down the line and see if there's any erroneous cars that are in the way, as we've seen certainly in the Pro League. Aha, 5-minute warm-up to do beforehand. Marvellous. Which I might come out and have a bit of a drive. You know what? Let's have a bit of a giggle, shall we? Let's come out and have a bit of a go, shall we? Now, bearing in mind, I am not used to... what am I in? I don't even know what car I've selected. That's the Aston V12. So I'm used to having the driver line on. I'm used to having full driver aids. So not only am I not used to the fewer driver aids I have available, but for some reason I've got quite a bad frame rate drop going on, which unfortunately is going to affect the stream, for which I apologise for. I have no driver line, which I'm completely used to, and I don't know this circuit either. So I'm setting myself up for a rather Benny Hill-esque lap here. It's the infected space in front of me. He'll be in the Chevrolet Corvette. I'm not going to pass the Wizard of Noz here in the, I think it's the Bentley. It looks like it's the Bentley he's in. Whoa! GT3 cars are not really supposed to drift. And I've gone off. It was inevitable, really. I can see there's a couple of cars just coming past now. A few people are leaving the session for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe they feel they don't need to take part in the warm-up session. It's not obligatory. They don't have to take part in it. Whoops. And I'm not doing too well here. So coming down, that's down to turn 6, I think. Now I have actually got the map of the circuit next to me to help me with my commentary. Only the orientation of the circuit to the numbers on the track is actually upside down. So I have to remember that to me the numbers of the corner numbers are upside down. Goodness me, I'm actually looking at the stream here on my right hand side. It looks awfully jittery, for which I apologise for, but I'm afraid there is nothing I can do about it. Oh, too much. Oh no, managed to hold it. Now, the only driver aids that are available to the Aston is traction control and ABS. Which, hey, I'll take it. It's better than nothing. Slowing down for turn 1. There's a 180-degree right-hander, which I have absolutely no idea how you're supposed to take right. I'm going to move out of the way. There is someone coming up behind me, so I'm just going to get out of their way. Who was that? That was Infected Space, I think. It shot past me too quick. I could not see who it was. So heading down to, that was turn 2 and 3. We're on the just past turn 1, so that's turn 4. Hey Brandos, thanks for coming to join the stream. So it's my pleasure to stream today's race. How come you're not in here in your glorious N3, may I ask? Get out of the way of a couple of people coming up behind me there. Actually, I'm just going to jump into the pit box. That's enough of that monkey business, I think. I'm still listening a second. That's nice. Let's see if the frame drop is still there when I'm spectating. It doesn't seem to be quite as bad, but not really sure what's going on there. I don't think there's anything I'm going to be able to do about the frame rate drop. Unfortunately, I don't have the world's greatest rig, but it is good enough to get an idea of what's going on. And with the use of the overlays that I managed to get fixed for last week's GT3 pro race. Should be able to help me with my commentary duties. We're seeing a few position changes here in oh, is that real life getting in the way there, Branderos? Well, I mean, that's a poor excuse. Project Cars rules overall. It's simple as that. You know, come on. Wheel in. Come on. Get the car out of the garage. Come on. Well, that's the end of the warm-up session. So, like previously mentioned, I will be on ghost car duty to see if there is any spurious vehicles stranded on the line that may affect the racing. Of course, it makes sense if I push them out of the way, me not being involved in the race itself. There's not a great deal of distance between the line and turn 1. I just have to watch to see if there's going to be anybody behind me, which I think there was going to be. So, no, actually it looks like there's no one there. No, there's no one behind me. That's great. Okay, so the game is just syncing up. Oh dear, we've had a few people leave the session, so we're down to 24 cars. Never mind. So it'll be holding station. First 5 seconds, everyone holds still. Make sure everyone is ready to go. So now the 5 seconds has elapsed. You can see on the map on the left hand side that everyone has started to pull away. I am going to be holding still as people are going to be coming past me. There we go. Oh, and now it looked like Franco Dro's there. Yeah, looks like we've got a rogue car somewhere. Then lo and behold, there we have one. It is... oh, it was Claessen's. No, it wasn't a rogue car at all. Oh, we have one back there. It's Gronstra. We have a rogue of Gronstra. Now, can I get behind it before that 10 seconds elapses? Oh, come on. Yes, I can. Right, I'm just going to try and push that car out of the way. And hopefully I don't get a disqualification for this. And now I've got to do this before the... okay, no need to, as Gronstra left the session. Just going to have a quick look down the line. I can't see anybody stranded on the line. Looks like the line is clear, so I'm now going to retreat to my pit box. Here we are then. Fly up to the top of the field. Unfortunately, we have had a few levers already, but Khaki currently in pole position here in the McLaren. I didn't see Khaki beat Wycombs, but I guess it happened at some stage as Wycombs seems to be holding station in second position in the Bentley. Yes, before anybody points out, yes, I know it says round 3 as your circuit. I forgot to change that in time for tonight's race. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. I will have that corrected for when I commentate tomorrow. Oh, no way, Enzo. No way. He's kicked you out of the lobby again. Such a shame. Such a shame. Well, take a seat. Get yourself a mug of coffee or something, and I hope to entertain you for the 29 racing laps we will have here at Brno. So then, Khaki in the McLaren, holding the pole position with Wycombs in second, Papand in third. Looks like they're forming the 2x2 line. Let's see where they are on the map. Well, I mean, that's a little earlier than I was expecting. They're turns 12 and 13. Papand in the roof. El Nano, McLaren. Hideaki, BMW, Rigor, roof. Dangerous Ginetta in the Ginetta. Tipple, roof. Viso, McLaren. Wizard of Noz in the Bentley. AJ in the roof. Groby in the McLaren. Can't actually see what's going on now. Where are we? I'm just going to jump up to the top of the grid as we are coming around turn 14. As Wycombs has just gone ahead. I think he's going to let Khaki go back into the lead. He has done. So Khaki will decide at what point he is going to slam on the power. Everyone's itching to get going. Wycombs is right there, and away he goes. We are away now here at Brno. Khaki assumes the racing line. That is Wycombs. It looks like Papand is shaping up for an inside line, but no, Wycombs holds onto it. Do we have any movement? We have Paradisky Hideaki has gone up to, what is that he's gone to? He's gone up to 4th then. Hideaki, oh no, he's lost that position. Raikko's retaken it back. Looks like we've had a lot of movement further down. I can't keep up with the laws here. What's happened to Hideaki? Let's just jump down the order. No, that's me. Hideaki in the Z4 has come to grief, as has El Nano. El Nano and Hideaki coming to grief very early on, has dropped right the way through the order and is at the back. Dear oh dear. Back onto the front then, Kaki already beginning to try and stretch his legs in the McLaren. That is turn 6. Turn 6 and 7 they're coming up to now. Wycombe, second position of the Bentley. He has got Papand in the roof, right on his tail. We have got racing all around. Tipple has already made his way up to 4th position. Great start for him. That's Raikko. Raikko's pushing the Bentley out there. Who's that? That's gone wide. Is that Wizard of Noz? It is. Wizard of Noz losing position, but so's Raikko. He's gone wide. And that is Dangerous Ginetta and Esteban Viso, I think it is. Yes. And that's Viso in the McLaren going through into 5th place. Great racing going on here. And I'm not used to who's in what. There's Wizard of Noz in the Bentley making great progress in the field. Paradiski up into 7th place, gaining great number of positions from the start. And there is Paradiski in the Z4. Dangerous Ginetta trying to fend off. Is that it's Raigor. Raigor's gone past him in the roof. God, I'm struggling to keep up with all this. Dangerous Ginetta trying to hold on to what is now 9th place with the roof of, who is that? Is that AJ? He's battling with AJ for 9th position and he's lost out, it looks like, as AJ's got the inside line into the final turn, onto the start finish straight. But Dangerous Ginetta holding on in there and trying to out-drag the roof down into turn 1. But AJ's got the inside line. He is probably going to take it, or was he backed out of it? He did. He let Dangerous Ginetta through on that one. So Dangerous Ginetta resumed 9th place. Oh no, who's that's gone wide? That's Groby. Groby in the McLaren has gone wide. Does he lose position? Looks like he stays in position for now. Oh, affected space. I see he's lost positions. He's right down in the back now. Hideaki is making his way. El Nano's made his way back up to 15th. So beginning to make his way back through the field. Let's jump up to the top and see what's what. That is Kaki in the McLaren, already 2.5 seconds ahead of Wycombs on the Bentley, but he's still fending off Papand in the roof. He's not being able to get any kind of distance away from him. Tipple also in the roof, staying in touching distance, but there's Esteban Viso in the McLaren. It's a pretty good start. There's already 4 positions up. There's Wizard Noz in the second Bentley with Paradiski. Stunning start for Paradiski, but he already has Raigor on his tail. Can Paradiski hold off? Oh, we see a position changes. AJ and Dangerous Ginetta again fighting on I've actually lost track of where we are. So that's coming along to turn 11. So AJ again holding the inside line. Can Dangerous Ginetta do an outside maneuver? No. AJ resumes 9th place yet again. And Raigor's had Paradiski. Just missed that one, unfortunately, out of that was just off camera. Raigor overtakes Paradiski to return to 7th position. You hear that deep rumble of the Bentley here. You can pretty much hear that over everything else that's racing around the track. So Wizard of Noz then on his own in 6th position. You can see that there's not been a massive amount, with the exceptions of Kaki. I mean, look at the gap Kaki has. If we look at him now in the McLaren, he's just coming around. If we bring up the map here, he's just coming through turn 3. You can see for yourself that he's the only one really with a substantial gap. There's a bit of a gap towards the back of the field, let's see, just to say that. But Kaki now with some breathing space behind him. Still a long way to go in this race. Wycombs in 2nd in the Bentley. Papan 3rd. Roof. Tipple 4th. Ruth Viso in the McLaren. In 5th place, there's the 2nd Bentley of Wizard of Noz in 6th place. Raigor is already stretching away from the chasing Paradiski. Paradiski relegated to the 8th position in the Z4. And there's AJ. He's not been able to shake Dangerous Ginetta at all, as Dangerous Ginetta's shaping up for an inside manoeuvre at that is turn 6. But no, AJ's holding them off, but Dangerous Ginetta's not letting that one go at all. Oh, he's looking for an inside manoeuvre. Oh, that was close. Already a great deal of braking zone there, but Dangerous Ginetta's not letting that one go at all. This battle has got some legs in it now. Oh, again, he looked for an inside manoeuvre there. Ross Trucker, where we are, that is turn 9. Turn 9 and 10. Look at that. Look how close AJ is on the back of... sorry, Dangerous Janetta is very, very close to AJ. I'm looking at the overlay here. Round we go. I want to look away to see what anyone else is doing, but I think if I look away, mind you, if we come back just a couple of positions, excuse me, we have Mr. Alcon fending off Groby. A pair of McLarens. Oh, Groby looked like went a little bit wide there. A pair of McLarens there as Attila. He's fending off El Nano. El Nano having a terrible start to today's race. I wouldn't call it a racing brick so much, Enzo, as a I don't know, a pleasure dome on a racing circuit. You know, it's not exactly the Bentley Continental is not generally known as a sports car, but in these circles, oh look at that! It's El Nano shaping up for the inside of turn 1, but no, Attila's carrying too much pace. Let's see how Dangerous Janetta and AJ are going. Oh, look at that! That's Paradisi's. Paradisi's lost some distance on Rigor, and it's been closed in by AJ and Dangerous Janetta. Look at that! AJ is really trying to get past the Z4. Oh, look at that! AJ had a great drive out of turn 5, and he's looking shaping up for an inside manoeuvre. Does he have the pace to do it? Not quite. Paradisi's holding on, but AJ's still there on the inside. There's a fast break, yeah. No matter how you throw it, I suppose. Oh, look at that! Paradisi's again defending well. AJ had to take a slight defensive manoeuvre. Dangerous Janetta's looking on the inside now. And AJ's a little bit boxed in. Oh, he's just about managed to get out of that box as they come through the chicane of 9 and 10. Paradisi holding on well. And looks like we've got another battle forming for 5th position between Viso and Tipple. This one could transpire into something. I'm just going to jump back to the 3-way battle here for 8th position. See AJ having to defend again from Dangerous Janetta as they come around turn number 12 and 13. Oh, look at that! Look at the drive AJ had out 13, and has gone past Paradisi. And looks like Dangerous Janetta's got the same kind of pace as Paradisi. Got a problem of some kind. Mechanical failure. Oh, bang! Try and take the tire wall with you. Looks like Dangerous Janetta's going inside. Like, ooh, that was close. Paradisi holding on, but Dangerous Janetta's right there. And Dangerous Janetta's now losing touch a bit with AJ because he's now behind the Z4. Oh, Paradisi going sideways into turn 1. Dangerous Janetta says thank you, I'll have that position from you, and through he goes into 9th position. But Paradisi's not letting that one go as the 2 McLarens behind of Mr. Alcon and Groby. Is that Attila as well? I think it is. Yes, it is. So we've got a big old chain forming here. There's Mr. Alcon, Groby, Attila and El Nano forming a big old chain here. There's Paradisi jumping into quite a wide line there. So with the rest of the field rather spaced out, it's a big battle forming here. El Nano right in the slipstream of Attila. Oh, look on the inside. No, not quite. That's not really going to work very well for you as they come around turn 8. Oh, and El Nano trying to get a better drive out of turn 8 than Attila, but to no avail. So Bamkaki still leads this race and leads it by quite some margin. 7.5, well, it's over 7 seconds from Wycombs. Wycombs still has Papan for company. If we just jump up briefly to the top, there we see the Bentley and the Roof still scrapping for those podium positions. Battle is going to have a hell of a lot of legs left on it yet. Britain versus Germany. Well, we know what happened last time those two squared off. So, is that the final corner they're coming up to? It is indeed. So coming around the last bend, the Bentley is one of the quicker cars, I believe, around the Brno circuit, or traditionally around the Brno circuit. And look at that. He's That is Wycombe's able to get a bit of breathing space down the straight, but then Papand closes him down on the bends. We'll see how that one turns out. There's Tipple being chased by Esteban Viso for 4th position. So 2 pairs of cars are fighting away there. Wizard of Noz a little bit on his... Well, I was going to say he was a little bit on his own, but no, he's not. So you've got 3 pairs of cars here in very, very short succession. Bentley leading Roof, just as they are 4 cars up, and that is Rigel having a look on the inside. Is he going to do so? Camera, keep up. Wizard of Noz keeping his foot in it on the outside of... I've lost track on where they are. That is turn number 5. That's turns 4 and 5. He's just able to hang on to that, but Rigel's not giving up on that at all as he comes from the inside towards to turn 6. Has he got the pace to do so? Answer, not quite. Bentley probably a heavier car on the roof anyway. I don't actually know that, as I'm assuming. So this is the battle for 6th place. You can see it just ahead of them is Esteban Viso and Tipple. So are they closing in that gap as well? Oh, again, that's Rigel looming away, trying to pester Wizard of Noz. Now we can hear this big chain of cars behind them. AJ's beginning to break away from... Dangerous Janetta had Paradisky. Dangerous Janetta has gone past Paradisky. Whilst I was looking, I didn't actually see the overlay change there. So Paradisky now down to 10th position with Mr. Alcon and Groby directly behind. Will we see a change into turn 1? Not quite. Could be Paradisky's running harder tyres than those around him. And the strategy is completely up to the drivers. Whoa, who's that that's going for a bit of an excursion? Is that Groby? No, it was Attila. So it's Hideaki and Attila having a battle. Hideaki currently is ahead of the roof, but looks like Attila's got the pace. Just nudge ahead of Hideaki. Excuse me. And Attila regains that position, regains 13th place. Let's head back up the order then. Paradisky holding off the McLaren and Mr. Alcon still. So look at the defensive line Paradisky's having to take. He's definitely struggling for pace, either through some kind of problem. Mechanical failures are on in this race, so it is possible. As a fact, I've just looked down the order actually. In fact, his pace is making some headway now through the order. He's down in 18th at the moment. Just saw his name flash green. Oh, Paradisky now holding 2 cars off Mr. Alcon and Groby. That's Attila and Hideaki having their own battle. They can see at the top of the shot there. Dangerous Janetta's trying to close back in on AJ, but there's a 3.5 to 4 second gap there as they come around turn 6 and 7. Oh, Paradisky nearly running wide, but holding on as we can see. Who's that? That'll be Attila and Hideaki. We just saw in the background there closing in on this battle. We can just see PNK has where's El Nano go? El Nano I think has come to grief because he suddenly lost the position and fell right back from, I'm going to say pink, that's a lot easier to say. So El Nano now has Infetti Space and Yuriznikov in 2 Chevrolet Corvettes for company here. We see Franco Droz in the Aston and Koenos in the M3. He's not having he's minding his own business back there. And then there's me at the back. Back up at the front then, there is Kaki. Now, where is he? Look at the gap he's got. Look at the lead as Kaki comes through turn 3. The Bentley roof combination we've seen here battling for second, just coming through turn 1 now. What a lead. It's over 15 seconds that Kaki has. Wycombe still fending off Papand. We have got Tipple still fighting off the McLaren of Esteban Viso. Ooh, I thought Viso was going to have a good run there out of turn 3. Is he going to switch to the inside before turn 4? This could be a possible change. Not quite. Wizard of Noz in the Bentley. It's a tiny bit of gap between him and Rigel. But still so another roof and Bentley battle as we see AJ in his roof looking to join that particular battle. Dangerous Janetta there. Is he closing in on that gap? Ever so slightly. Paradisky in his Z4. That battle is now closing up to be a 5-way battle. Paradisky proving to be a bit of a cork in the bottle there. Is he running harder tyres or is he... Or has he chewed his tyres too quickly? Difficult to tell. Oh, he's run very wide there. That is turn 6 and 7. Oh, and there's impact. Paradisky is clunked by Mr. Alcon. They remain in their positions. I think damage is actually off. It sounded like someone hit the wall there. Now, there were 5 in this. That's Attila. Attila has dropped slightly. He is down to 14th position now in the roof. So he's lost the position to Hideaki and some time as well. You can see in the overlay that Hideaki, Groby, Mr. Alcon and Paradisky are very, very close. As Mr. Alcon looks on the inside down towards, where are we? That is turn 11 and takes it. So Mr. Alcon in the McLaren takes 10th position from Paradisky. Paradisky, after a great start to the race, has been unfortunately slowly falling back down the order. Groby in his McLaren. Now it's having to fend off Hideaki. Hideaki's now shaking Attila off. So it looks like Hideaki having a look on the inside down towards turn 14 and 15. Not quite. Holding station. Down to the start finish straight once more. Hideaki coming to the inside. Can he make a move on the McLaren? Oh, it looks awfully weavy he's doing there, but I think that's probably just how it's appearing to me, as opposed to him doing some really weird tyre warming. Whoa, that's the McLaren of Groby going a little bit wide there. And that's gives Hideaki a possible look, but couldn't quite hold it, as Attila, Groby rather, holds on to his position. Let's just come back up the order. There's Dangerous Giannetti. He's rather on his own. And AJ's right on the back of this battle now between Rygor and Wizard of Noz. So it is now Bentley, Roof and Roof. Can AJ make an impact on this particular battle? Difficult to tell, but if we look at the order, Esteban Viso has managed to get ahead of Tipple. Esteban Viso in the McLaren, his persistence has paid off and he has taken 4th position for himself, but he's still got a long way to go. Oh, no sooner do I say that, he goes very deep into, is that turn 1? No, like hell, it's a turn 11. So Esteban Viso looked like he went a little bit deep there, but he's got another 7 seconds down the road before he gets to Papan and Wycombs. Look how close these two are. They have been nailed to each other's bumpers all race long. Papan having a look on the inside of turn 14, but no, the Bentley of Wycombe still holding him at bay as they come around turn 15 to complete another lap. Down towards, so 20 laps remaining then. Oh, that's was a possible look on the inside for Papan, but to no avail. Esteban Viso looks like a tiny bit of breathing space to the roof behind of Tipple, but not a lot to be able to settle into a rhythm and concentrate on those ahead of him. So there is Wizard of Noz still holding off Rygor, and Rygor holding off AJ. So this battle is going to become very interesting as Hideaki demotes. Oh goodness me, we have impact! Oh goodness me, Paradisky has fallen through the order. There's been impact here between him and Groby, I think it was. The McLaren and the Z4 coming to agree. Is that an EZ Neptune in the mixture? Yes, it is. EZ Neptune capitalising on that and taking 2 positions. Attila is up 1 place as well in the roof. Hideaki's gone up 3 places, so he managed to avoid that. And Mr. Alcon has gained a place as well. Goodness me, just as I was getting like, could you not have saved your impact for a slightly later until I could have got there? Goodness me, gentlemen. So EZ Neptune then is at the front of this pack in 13th position in the Aston Martin. Groby in the McLaren 14. Paradisky is struggling on those tyres in 15th position, but if his tyres can hold at the end of the race and he doesn't have to do a pit stop, it could come his way later on, but he's going down the order at a semi-quick rate. Here is El Mano. Now, he was up earlier, up higher than this earlier in the race. He has been trying to make inroads further up the field in the McLaren, but he now catches to this particular pack, and there's infected space in the Chevrolet Corvette. Now, where is his brethren? Where's the other Chevrolet Corvette that was with him before? There's Pink Z4. There's Franco Droz in the... Oh, that was a hell of a bang. I'm not sure who it was. There's Koenos in the M3. There's the other Corvette of Yuriznikov. Has probably come through the pits. or has planted his car on the wall at some stage. Where to look? Where to look? Well, if we look at Kaki, he's all on his own, so no point looking at him. Wycombe still holding off the roof of Papan, still holding him off. Esteban Viso in the McLaren keeps Tipple at bay for 4th position. Wizard of Noz looks like he's broken away from now. Where did Rigor go? Dangerous Giannetta's up to 7th. There he is. So Rigor's come to grief at some stage as well. So he's now behind Dangerous Giannetta. Where's AJ? AJ was in this mix too. Where the heck's he gone? Oh no! AJ is on that's the pit entrance. He is stranded at the pit entrance. Oh goodness me! What has happened to him? Such a shame, he was running so well. Oh, who's that in the pits? I actually flew through. That's Paradiski. I'm not surprised to see him in the pits. Is he going on to softer tyres? He's been waved on, but he's still sat there. Oh well, have a drink while you're there. Why not? Kaki on his own. Wycombe's still holding off Papand. Papand having a look. Oh, that's very close. This isn't a Pro League race. Yeah, this is a social race that I was simply asked to come down. It's just I've left the overlay on. That's why it appears like elite drivers are in a Pro League. This isn't a Pro League race. It's just a social one. But it gives me a bit of practice at using the overlays a bit more, and also I don't know the circuit particularly well, so it just gives me a bit of a chance to practice this as well. Esteban Viso then is with Tipple still, so he still leaves that for 4th position. Wizard of Noz now has breathing space fore and aft in the Bentley. Dangerous Giannetta has Rigor within a second behind him, or just outside of a second behind him. There's Hideaki, he's been making his way up the field, trying to keep his nose clean, up to 9th position now with Mr. Alcon and the McLaren directly behind. Attila in the roof. He's at Neptune in the Aston. Groby fending off El Nano. McLaren on McLaren duel. Hey, no problem, man. Is El Nano going to have a crack at Groby on the way into turn 1? He's gone for the slipstream, gone for the inside manoeuvre. No, held off. Just held off. Now, Wizard Noz has gone into the pits. So he has fallen through the order. He is... Infected Space goes through in the Corvette. Wizard Noz, out he comes in the Bentley. Paradiski's been through the pits as we saw. Koenos in the M3s. We're going to make space. Now, Rigor's had Dangerous Giannetta. Did Dangerous Giannetta come to grief as it was about a second between the two? And they're still fighting here. Was Rigor just flown past him? We don't know. I didn't see it, unfortunately. Rigor has claimed 6th position in the roof from Dangerous Giannetta. Gronstra, unfortunately, left the server straight as the race started. So, assumedly, he had problems. Literally, he was sat on the line and didn't move. And then, next thing I know, he left the server. So, unfortunately, I don't know what happened to Mr. Perry. Hideaki is now closing in on the quarrelling duo ahead of him. Mr. Alcon not far behind in the McLaren. He's at Neptune, has been making his way through the field. Slowly minding his own business. El Nano, after a terrible start, has been also trying to gain ground, and that is Groby behind. Those two have swapped positions, I think. Last time I looked, I swear those two positions were the other way around. Attila in the roof. Infected Space in the Corvette. There's Wizard of Noz after his pit stop. He is in 15th position. Paradiski. Hopefully he can make up some ground as he was losing distance hand over fist. He is in the 16th position. Yuriznikov in the other Corvette in 17. Koenos in the M3. Pink. Z4 19. Franco Droz. Aston 20th. And that's Kaki coming up to lap him. So, oops, running a little bit wide there. And he gets out of the way of race leader Kaki. And AJ is in a spectator's position. There is Kaki. Ooh, looked like Franco Droz was going a little bit hot into that corner. Where is that? That is turn 11. Wycombs. Still. I would imagine Papan can probably draw the back of the Bentley by memory now. He's been staring at it for so long. So close. Esteban Viso in 4th position. There's quite a gap. It's a good 10 seconds between him and 3rd place Papan. But he's certainly got some breathing space between him and Tipple now. Dangerous Gianettas in 6th position. Hideaki chasing the Gianetta down. What happened to Rigor? Rigor was ahead of Dangerous Gianetta last I looked, so he's come to grief at some stage. There's Hideaki in the Z4. Trying to chase down Dangerous Gianetta. There's Mr. Alcon on the McLaren. He's going to have Rigor breathing down his neck very, very soon. EZ Neptune has got El Nano for company in the McLaren. Ooh, that's close. Battle of the Brits here between Aston and McLaren. It looks like El Nano is shaping up for a manoeuvre of some kind as they come round turn 12 and 13. EZ Neptune holding off El Nano for now. Down the straight towards 14. El Nano going for an outside manoeuvre as EZ Neptune holds him off, and that's Hideaki. Oh, Dangerous Gianetta's gone off. What on earth has happened here? It's and Dangerous Gianetta nearly taking out Mr. Alcon. It looks like those two have come to grief at some stage as they are coming into the pits. Oh, eased. Oh, right. Eased Neptune. Right. Gotcha. So El Nano up to 7th position. Rigor. Where are we? So the field, with the exception of these two, say these two, I've gone the wrong way. So Wycombe still holding off Papan. I think Papan can probably identify the colour of Wycombe's underpants at this point. Well, anything can still happen in this race. There's still 16 laps to go. You would think this is definitely Kaki's race to lose, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. But Papan still pestering Wycombs for that 2nd position. What can the Bentley do to hang on to 2nd place? Every time that Papan gets into a position to overtake... Aha! Now we see a change in the podium position. Wow, Wycombs came in pretty hot. Wycomb's coming into the pits then, and Papan heads... Oh, Kaki's in the pits as well. So Wycombs and former race leader Kaki comes into the pits, but Kaki now coming out. The new race leader for now is Papan. Kaki, out he comes then, in the 2nd position of the McLaren. That's Wycombe still holding 3rd. And Tipple in 4th now. He is in the pits, and there's Hideaki coming very, very slowly into the pit lane. Rigor, oh, that was close. Rigor taking a very much quicker line into the pits. Hideaki, whoa, El Nano, ooh, that was so close to the tyres. El Nano storming into the pits as well. So Groby's going to gain quite a few positions here, as did El Nano, as I'm trying to catch up with. There's Tipple, Esteban Viso. I'm trying to find El Nano because I'm sure he climbed up a few positions. He did. There's Groby, and Wizard of Noz has come through as well. So the 2nd Bentley is in. The Bentley, sorry, I was stammered there as I was just reading the chat messages there. Yeah, unfortunately I never had a chance to commentate on F1 Massa, or SDL Massa as he's now known. I would have loved to have done so, but sadly he is not involved in the leagues this season. Looks like El Nano and Paradischi are having a bit of a battle, or they're just overtaking people in the pits. There's El Nano in the McLaren in 12th position. Paradischi trying to make up for some lost time. Looks like we've got some more pit stops further down. There's Yuriznikov, Pink, Infected Space, Franco Droz, And there's Attila taking a pit stop. Koenos and AJ, as we know, retired. Back up to the front then. Papand in the roof. Shortly is coming to the pits, and in he comes. So Papand will be letting the lead back to Kaki. And there is the McLaren just coming around the final turn to resume his race lead with what will be 13 laps remaining. Wycombs. Where's Wycombs? He's around there somewhere. There we go. Now he's lost his tail as Papand. Of course, Papand didn't come into the pits when he did. Now this will be interesting to see who comes out ahead of who. Here comes Wycombe down the start finish straight. This one is going to go very well and truly to the Bentley. As there is Papand as he resumes his third place, but he's definitely got more gap to close down. Viso, as he's got the M3 of Koenos right ahead of him, has got a 7-second gap to Papand. But I'm not sure if Viso has been through the pits. I'm not entirely sure as he blinks his lights at Koenos. Koenos staying on the... Ooh, that was not so good. He slowed down to let him through, but didn't get off the racing line. Ooh, that was close. That I imagine Esteban probably clenched his buttocks at that one. Oh, what's happened to Groby? Groby has come to grief, I think. No, he's in the pits. No, Groby's in the pits. So he is coming out. And is he coming out? Where's he coming out? Where's he coming out? Where's he coming out? In 14th place with East Neptune in front of him. Paradiski. El Nano. Dangerous Ginetta with Hideaki and Alistair Alcon right ahead. So we've got a definite duo, but a possible three-way battle. Whoa, that is close. That is close. Mr. Alcon holding that 8th place from that rampant Z4 of Hideaki as they come through the chicanes of 7, 8 and 9. Oh dear, and I've gone back to desktop for some reason. Oh, look at that. Just as I jump back, we see Mr. Alcon running wide and Hideaki going on the inside. But Mr. Alcon's hanging on to that as he's going through turn 10. He's still on the inside with Dangerous Ginetta closing right in. Wow, what brilliant racing from these three. Mr. Alcon holding on to that position brilliantly well as he goes defensive into turn 11 with Hideaki going a little bit wide there. Dangerous Ginetta going to go on the inside. Not quite. Oh, that is so close. Oh, Hideaki had a great drive out of 11 as they come down to 12 and 13. Is he going to take that position? He does. But Mr. Alcon staying in there. He's going to have the inside line. Oh, does BMW win? It does. Hideaki takes 8th, but it looks like Dangerous Ginetta's going to jump straight on the McLaren for 9th position. Dangerous Ginetta's going to have the inside for turn 14. Oh, yes, he's got him. But Mr. Alcon now has the inside of the final turn and reclaims 9th position. You can see the position marker going a little bit bonkers there. Still side by side as they come out of the final turn. Dangerous Ginetta just ahead, but Mr. Alcon's got the pace to hang on in there. On the inside of turn 1, does he relinquish? Oh, Dangerous Ginetta's gone very wide, but still keeps his foot in it. Brilliant racing by these two. Oh, that's now the McLaren could have run the Ginetta wide there, but he didn't. Dangerous Ginetta's just got the pace out of turns 2 and 3. Still side by side. They've been side by side for about half a dozen corners now, and the Ginetta finally pulls ahead of the McLaren. Mr. Alcon loses 2 positions in half a lap. Wow. Whoa, and Dangerous Ginetta's run wide. Will Mr. Alcon come along tonight? He does. He jumps straight through, back through into 9th position. After a brilliant battle, Dangerous Ginetta then throws it away, and Mr. Alcon reclaims 9th position again. Now, who is this? It's El Nano that's looking to join this party. As Hideaki looks to run away into the distance, it would seem that we got El Nano joining this pack. Oh, goodness me, it looks like Dangerous Ginetta didn't have a great drive. Oh, God, I've lost track of my corners again. That is turn 10 they're coming through now. So Mr. Alcon runs a little bit wide there. We just jump on board with Dangerous Ginetta here. He's in the slipstream. No, not enough to close in on turn 11. Ooh, El Nano having a look on the inside. This battle has some legs to go yet. Oh, El Nano having a look on the inside. But to no avail. They come through 12 and 13. still. Dangerous Ginetta is in the midst, is a McLaren sandwich at the moment. It looks like El Nano is having a look on the inside for turn 14. He's going to claim it. Can Dangerous Ginetta go for an outside maneuver? No. Wow, El Nano blasted past the Ginetta then. Is Dangerous Ginetta having trouble for some reason, as he seems to have fallen off the pace slightly? So El Nano flies past Dangerous Ginetta for 10th position and sets off after his McLaren brethren of Mr. Alcon. But Dangerous Ginetta still buzzing away in there, Ginetta. That's a weird sentence. You can hear a Z4 in the distance. I can't believe that's Hideaki. It could well be. Well, no, I think it is actually. If we look at where Hideaki is, he's not managed to break away a massive amount. He's got himself some breathing space, but it could be that this battling trio is closing him down. Dangerous Ginetta is losing ground on these warring McLarens. Mr. Alcon goes defensive there into turn 6. Oh, blimey. Side by side through... is that turn 6? Yes, it was. They go through 7 now. Oh, goodness me, look at this. Oh, there's contact between the McLarens. Mr. Alcon and El Nano run off as Dangerous Ginetta. Oh, bang. Steady, boys. Dangerous Ginetta flies through. Oh, no, that sounded like it was Impact. Can't really see who that was. Goodness me. So El Nano has managed to claim that 9th position and is already beginning to get some distance between him and Mr. Alcon. So is he going to chase down Dangerous Ginetta? I imagine so. Just looking through the field, we don't have any particularly close battles at the moment. Infected Space is fairly close to Yuriznikov for 14th and 15th. Paradiski fairly close to Groby in 12th and 13th. And this battle we are looking at, but otherwise it is business as usual. Even the second place, but if we just quickly look at that, we look, Papan has lost some distance on the Bentley of Wycombs. But unsurprisingly, oh, is that Attila? That's Attila that's facing the wrong way. He's underway again. Where is that? That is just at turn 10. So Attila had a terrible run through that particular corner and has fallen down into 18th position. Back up through the order. Oh, goodness me. That's what sounds like another banger. What seems to be around here that we hear an impact with the wall? Wycombs, Papand, Esteban Viso's on his own. Wizard of Noz has got Koanos ahead of him. So the M3. Whoops! Steady Wizard. Rigor trying to chase down that McLaren, that Bentley rather, yet again. Hideaki in the Z4 managed to break away from the quarrelling trio we were previously watching. Dangerous Ginetta is going to have El Nano for company pretty soon by the look of this, as Mr. Alcon is being dropped by El Nano. East Neptune. He's not too far behind. I think he is losing ground on the charging McLarens ahead of him. Groby also in a McLaren. A little bit on his own. There's Paradiski, who's in a fairly mixed race here today. Yuriznikov in the other Chevrolet Corvette. Oh, in there we see the two Corvettes together, actually, of him in Infected Space. Pink Z4 on his own. Franco Droz in the Aston Martin Vantage V12. Ooh, looks like running wide. There's Attila in the roof, and running in last is Koanos in the M3. Oh, if we have a look at 8th position, it looks like El Nano is reeling in Dangerous Ginetta. There was less than a second between these two. Just so I looked at the overlay just now. As they come around turns 14 and 15, round the last bend, you can see there the gap between El Nano and Mr. Alcon. McLaren lawnmowers, yeah. So Dangerous Ginetta comes round the first turn with El Nano reeling him in lap by lap. There's only 10 of them left though. Down towards turn 4 they come. Looks like Rigor is closing in on Wizard of Noz as well. If we look at this particular gap, we can see the roof and Bentley visibly closer together. And just seen Infected Space and Paradise is in the pits again. think Yuriznikov is in as well. Oh dear. Oh, look at this. Wizard of Nos fending off Rygor now. Franco Droz has just come past Yuriznikov and Paraditsky as well, looking at the overlay. So Bentley fighting off Roof. We've said that before. Wizard of Nos keeping Rygor at bay just about. Coming down towards, where is that? That is turn 11. Long right-hander, looks like the Roof trying to get through the Bentley, but to no avail. Through the chicane complex of 14-15. No, sorry, 12 and 13. I can't count. On the straight, down towards 14, up the hill. That's Rygor having a look on the inside, but slightly too far back. So again, we've got basically a repeat of Wycombes and Papan, where the Bentley's got the speed to keep the Roof at bay on the straights, with the Roof able to close back in on the corners. Down towards turn 1 yet again. Oh, goodness me. Rygor very late at the brakes there. Oh, just managed to keep it out of the sand. Out of the gravel, but as a consequence, had a much better line out of turn 2, turns 2 and 3 than the Bentley, but the Bentley holding on well. Rygor having an outside manoeuvre on Wizard of Nos. Has he got him? It looks like he's going to have him on the outside of turn, through the inside around the turn 5, and he does. The Roof of Rygor takes 5th position from Wizard of Nos in the Bentley. But this battle is not yet finished. Rygor already having to defend. So come into turn 6 and 7. Through he comes. 7. Long right-hander of, left-hander of turn 8. And Rygor's, now you can hear the Z4 there of Hideaki beginning to get into camera shot of these two. It looks like Rygor has got the pace he needs to get some distance between him and Wizard of Nos. He's already got a little bit of breathing space there. And it looks like Pink is either in the pits or he's... Pink is indeed in the pits. I just suddenly saw him descend through the order. There's Wizard of Nos. We can see he's lost that position to Rygor. Hideaki on his own, as is El Nano. El Nano has claimed Dangerous Janetta somewhere along the line. Typical, I knew I'd missed that one. So El Nano then, he was clearly quicker than Dangerous Janetta earlier on in the lap, or a couple of laps ago. And the McLaren moved ahead of the Janetta. Oh, goodness me, 8 laps remaining then. Looks like the closest battle we've got towards the front is Rygor. Well, you can see from the overlay that Rygor's already got himself 2.5 seconds over the Bentley. So has Wizard of Nos burnt his tyres out? Has Rygor been able to keep his tyres more fresh? Who knows? All we do know is Rygor is stretching away from the Bentley. Looks like Wycombes and Papan have settled into their manoeuvres. Papan losing ground on... whoops, wrong one. Papan losing ground on Wycombes. So Wycombes are coming up to Yuriznikov to lap him. Who can we see? So that's Esteban Viso. He's come past Franco Droz to lap him. He's got Pink ahead of him as well. There's Rygor, as we've mentioned, with Wizard of Nos not far behind. Hideaki on his own, with El Nano trying to close him down. Dangerous Janetta's not out of touch though. He's still there, but he's losing ground slowly and surely. Mr. Alcon, about 5 seconds or so back. East Neptune. Fairly equidistant. These 4 cars, 9, 10, 11 and 12, are within sort of 4 and 6 seconds of each other. Here's Groby with the overlay saying that Karki's coming up behind him at some stage. Oh, mind you, he's got another 20 seconds before he gets to that. So Karki's lapped everyone up to 13th place in this race with 7 laps remaining. My throat is just about hanging on, and I've got to do all this again tomorrow. I am sweating myself silly, but I absolutely love this. So it looks like the field is spacing out now, so Rygor, so let's have a look then. Let's see where Karki is. There he is. He's just gone past Infected Space. There's that lovely sound glitch that we're all used to. Coming through, where is he? He is coming through turn 10 then. So he is nearly 25 seconds ahead. You can see on the map there, the green dot is Wycombe, so you can just see the lead the Khaki built up for himself and has not really, because with the exception of his pit stop, has not been challenged the whole race through. There is Wycombe's with the Corvette of Yuriznikov behind him. And just over a 2-second gap or thereabouts to Papand in the roof. There we can hear. That's not Papand, that's Esteban Viso. There we go, the name now catching up. Esteban Viso 4. We've got 15 seconds ahead of him if he were to challenge for the podium. I wish, Alex, I wish. No, I am not commentating with Fizzy or Yorkie. They cover the elite bracket. I am the sole commentator on the pro bracket, so I get my own selection of drivers. Still great fun. You're more than welcome to watch my feed, although I suspect you'll be watching Fizzy or Yorkie's. I'd love to commentate with Fizzy and Yorkie. They are great at what they do. If I drank beer, Branderos, then I would do. 6 laps to go then. Esteban Viso on his own. Rigor is 20 seconds back from Esteban Viso. We've lost a lot of time being behind Wizard of Noz. It's great fun, Enzo. I don't mind commentating. I mean, I would commentate on Bloomin' Milk Float Racing. I absolutely love it. Right, got them. Coming around the last turn, heading down start finish line. Wizard of Noz just doing the same. So it's what is it, about 6 seconds. Now then, Hideaki has been slowly gaining on Wizard of Noz, I think. Looking forward to it, Branderos. Looking forward to it. Ooh, now we might have a 3-way battle forming here, as just outshot there and gaining slowly lap on lap is El Nano. So then we have another 3-way battle forming here between Bentley, BMW and McLaren. Wizard of Noz now having to fend off Hideaki. Wizard of Noz has burnt his tyres completely out by the way that he is losing pace. Oh, Hideaki having a look on the inside of, where is that? That is turn 6. But to no avail. Hideaki had, Wizard of Noz had that one covered. Oh, you can see the grip difference there as Hideaki's looking to force his way through on the inside of turn 8. But didn't quite have the pace to do so. Through the can then, the chicane of 9 and 10. That is really bringing El Nano into this particular combination. So then, with the final 5 laps, we have another battle to watch. Oh no, you can see there that Hideaki's having to go to an outside manoeuvre at was that turn 13 and 12 and 13, I think. Oh, now El Nano's getting right in on this action now. So Hideaki's he's got a car in front of him to attack and a car behind him to defend from. Definitely going to stick with this battle. Bentley, oh, it's contact between Hideaki and El Nano. El Nano went way too deep into turn 14. That's going to give Wizard of Noz a bit of breathing space. Along he comes then to complete another lap. El Nano's closed that gap to Hideaki again. I don't think it's going to be too long before they close down the gap to the Bentley either. If Wizard of Noz has indeed blown his tyres, then it's not going to be long before these two catch up on him once again. And, oh, blimey, that would have been adventurous, El Nano. Had a look on the inside there before turns 4 and 5, but to no avail. Blimey, he's doing it again. Oh, Hideaki running slightly wide there. Is El Nano going to have a jump on the inside of turn 6? He's having a look. No, Hideaki's going to have to go wide to avoid contact and retains that position, but he's still in there. Going through turn 7, Hideaki is now going to be on the inside of turn 8 and retains that position. God, Struth. Oh, but he's understeered wide. He's got very little grip left either. El Nano now on the outside of turn 9, and impact again between McLaren and BMW. El Nano allowing Hideaki to reclaim. It is indeed his second mistake, so it looks like they're both struggling for grip rather. So Hideaki back in second position, El Nano allowing him to retake his position. Very gentlemanly of you, sir. Round turn 11 now. You can see that Bentley's got 2.5 seconds to himself now. But that gap could very quickly descend. Well, they won't quickly descend if these two keep smacking into each other. Through 12 and 13 now on the long straight down to 14. Or up to 14. Ooh, no, Hideaki defending the inside line. El Nano having a crack at him, but no, Hideaki again holding on to that inside line as they come through the final turn. Down they come. Looks like El Nano could have a crack at him. May as well jump on board. Look at the speed difference that El Nano has. He's going from the inside line into turn 1. And textbook maneuver into 7th position. Hideaki could still attack him if El Nano runs away. No, he's made his stick. Hideaki's still there and still trying to make something of it. They come down towards turn 4. El Nano defending the inside line. Through they come then, turn 5. I'm really going to have to learn to commentate and read the chat at the same time, much better than I am. So then El Nano, he's defending pretty well against Hideaki, but they are now closing that Bentley in. They are beginning to close in on Wizard of Oz again. 3 laps to go. Oh, and also looking at the overlay, Papand has closed in on Wycombs again. I'm not going to look away just yet because it looks like El Nano could be shaping up for an overtake on Wizard of Oz. He's gone to the inside. Wizard's turn 11. Oh, and there's contact again. El Nano and Branderos. You guys talking about Branderos. And El Nano has lost their position, and also the Bentley of Wizard of Oz has lost the position to Hideaki. Hideaki capitalised on that impact, and through he went. Goodness me. That's again we've seen impact from El Nano. Both cars struggling for grip. They come through. Oh, what's under El Nano? He's overdone it. He's into the barrier. Oh, goodness me. That looks like a fairly pedestrian accident there, and he's stuck. El Nano has stopped. Has he come to grief? I don't believe damage is on. I didn't think damage was on, so I don't think he's had damage as a result of that impact. But he is stuck. He is not moving at all. Is that the end of El Nano's race? Oh, goodness me. As previously mentioned, Papan has closed in on Wycombe, so jumping up to this particular battle. There's the roof having a look on the inside of the Bentley at turn 1, I think that is. And El Nano's actually left the session. Goodness me. That is such a shame for his battle to come to an end in such a fashion, but it has done. Oh, excuse me. So these two are coming through. That is Paradisky getting out of the way. Wycombs is just able to fend off the roof of Papan, but Papan's got the inside line now into turn 14. Not quite. 2 laps to go. God, nearly half a lap that Kaki has to himself now. Through they come then, Wycombs and Papan. Let's watch this battle as it progresses. The roof able to just to keep in touch with Wycombs. Ooh, as they go a little bit deep. I'll cope, Enzo. I'll cope. But thank you for the thought anyway. So Wycombs holding off Papan still as they come down to turn 4. Papan have a look on the inside, but no, Wycombs had that one covered. I'm beginning to close in on the roof of Attila as well. Excuse me. Round turn 5, but Papan's got the inside line. Is Wycomb's going to finally lose this second podium position to Papan? Oh, he's going to keep his front heel around the outside of turn 6. Papan has got second position, and he's got him. He's made it stick. Goodness me, after the entire race being stuck behind the Bentley, Papan has finally overtaken Wycomb's for second place on the penultimate lap as well. Goodness me, as they come round through 9 and 10 on the straight down to 11. Oh goodness. Will Papan rather be able to sprint off and get some distance between him and Wycomb's, or can Wycomb's reel him in? And there's a roof that is spun. Is that Attila again? I think it is. I think it's Attila that's spun. So he's not having a great day in the office either. Looks like Papan has got the middle of Wycomb's, but there is still a lap to go. One final lap then, as these two come round the final turn to start their final lap. Will Papan hold off Wycomb's? I'm just checking the map to see where Kaki actually is. Oh, that's a very, very wide line into the first turn. That's probably because either claiming a late apex or they've got very, very little tyres left. But if we look at where Kaki is, he is... oh no, he wasn't where I thought he was. He's actually coming up to turns 9 and 10. So he's still got half a lap to do. So he can probably stop, have a pizza, and still win the race. Here's Papan and Wycomb's again. Oh, mind you, Esteban Viso's got Rigor for company as well. So if Rigor gets a good run, if Esteban Viso makes a mistake, we could see 4th position change hands. One simple mistake from Papan is all it will take for the Bentley to pounce. Round they come then, round turn 8. We jump to where there is Kaki. He is coming up to the turns 14 and 15 again. Well, here is your race winner for this social race of Brno. It is in the McLaren 12C. It's Bam Kaki! Having a little celebration to himself just as he crosses the line. Does he have the fastest lap? He is the only person, by the look of it, he is indeed the only person to break 1:57. So he most certainly has the fastest lap to himself. Here is Papan. It looks like we have lost Wycomb's. Oh no, there he is. Papan is just coming through turn 13. Wycomb's has Paradisi right behind him as well, but not for position. And there we go, the overlay is now going to go completely bonkers, putting people in the wrong place. Here comes Papan, then Ryan, the final corner. Your second place man in the roof is Papan. The third place going to, is not going to effective space, it's going to the Bentley of Wycomb's. Where is Esteban Viso? There he is. Did Rigor? Rigor did! Off camera, Rigor actually managed to nail Esteban Viso. So where is this? They're just coming up the hill towards turn 14. Wow, blimey, Rigor had a turn of speed right at the end here. Round he comes, round turn 14, then turn 15 to take his 5th position, 4th position rather. There he is. Esteban Viso just at the... Esteban Viso's around there somewhere. There he is. The McLaren of Esteban Viso claiming 6th place, demoted on the final lap by Rigor. I actually lost track on who's 7. It's not Paradisi. Oh, Hideaki, yes. Hideaki claiming 6th place. I'm afraid I can't remember the rest of the order. Oh, Wizard of Oz, there he is in the Bentley, claiming 7th with Danger Janetta right behind him, claiming 7th and 8th place. Mr. Alcon in the McLaren comes home in 9th. East Neptune in the Aston Martin rounding out the top 10. Groby 0815 in the McLaren 11th place. Infected Space probably is down in 12th. I think he's actually further down than that. Is anyone still racing? I'm not 100% certain. I don't actually think. I think everybody is done now. We'll find who that is. It's just about to cross the line. It's probably Khaki, actually. It is. So that is everybody's finishing positions, as you can see on the screen there. My name has been King-Kodiak. Thank you very much for watching me stream this social race. And for those able to join me in the stream tomorrow, we'll see you at 8:10 for the beginning of the round 5 at the same circuit. Should be a belter. Thank you very much and good night.